Happy Father's Day, fellas. And also to the ladies that took on the role of being a father to their children. They should be acknowledged today also. Hi, I'm the Libra man, and today I just wanted to discuss Father's Day in general. I had 2 kids of myself. They're adults now, of course, but I'm also a father, so I think I have a little bit of experience on this. Anybody can father a child, but there's a difference in fathering a child and being a natural father. A father is there when they need to be, there when they can be. Don't make excuses for why they can't do certain things that they should do for their children. Even when they're adults, there's certain support that they need and certain guidance that they need that will come from their father. But if they don't have that initial relationship with you from growing up and from getting older, a lot of times kids get to a certain age where they tend to resent the father, especially if the father's not generally in the child's life, with breakups and things like that. Because sometimes, guys, let's face it, there are guys that, will have a relationship with a person, father or child, the relationship don't work. And because the relationship don't work and somebody has to make a geographical change because the 2 parents obviously can't stay under the same roof, it still shouldn't change the interaction and how you take care of your child. And that's one of the things that I say that I never did. I never allowed what happened between me and my children's mother to affect how I interacted with them. Yeah, of course, there were times when she would say, oh, she's not here, he's not here right now, you have to come back. And I would drive from Virginia all the way to Pennsylvania, to see my family and my kids. And, I would get that cold shoulder and things like that a lot of times. But I never let my effort change because of that. That's why today, my children, which are adults, do not have a resentment towards me for not being there for them. Because I made sure no matter where I was, especially when they were little, that I would go get them and I would take them and get them for the entire summer and take them back. And I would make sure for Christmas, all of those times, I would call them because I knew that my monetary gifts and what I would do monetarily would not make up for what they needed me to be as a father. And that's where I think some fathers, go astray. I know a lot of fathers that think if they're paying child support for their kid and they're not with them, the mother, that they're doing enough. And I'm not saying they should be doing more financially, because a lot of times there are women that will tend to ask for more based upon the needs of the child or whatever, even if you are paying support. That doesn't change the fact that they need you to be there. They need to be able to talk to you. My daughter needed to talk to me about, men and in general, and her interactions and her relationships with other people. When she was getting ready to go in the military, she needed to discuss that with me because she knew I had already been through there. My son needed to talk to me about, women, his issues with trying to get jobs and things like that. And, just being a black man in America, and just trying to make it. So I had to be there for those talks and those conversations. A lot of times, yes, they were over the phone because a lot of times I lived different places than my children. But I always tried to be available for them. I was at work the other day and I was talking to somebody at work, and they just came out of the blue and said they were going to take their dad out for Father's Day. And one of the other people said, well, you got to make sure you get there early. And the lady said, it doesn't matter what time you get there on Father's Day. And on Father's Day, you can just walk right in and you can just get seated and just, unlike Mother's Day. She said that, I thought about that, and I thought about that is how it is. That is how society and people's actions have made it in terms of Mother's Day and Father's Day. There's no contest or competition between the two, but a fact is a fact. I know when I left church on Mother's Day and went to try to go to IHOP, the line was out the door. So that same IHOP last year for Father's Day, around the same time, I just walked right in. So, it is acknowledged different Mother's Day than Father's Day. But it's still, Father's Day is still a day that fathers should be able to be celebrated. And fathers, stop trying to take credit for things that you should just supposed to do anyway. I hear guys walking around talking about, man, I take care of my kids. That's what you're supposed to do. There's no extra benefit that you should receive from other people for doing that. Yes, you'll benefit from that in terms of your children and how you react. They react to you and respond to you, knowing that you was there. But nobody owes you anything for taking care of your own kids. That's what we're supposed to do. One of the things that's important to remember that society needs to remember is that fathers, males, have feelings too. I know for me, the years that, and it's been times that my children did not call me for Father's Day. And let me tell you, I could have got 30 texts, 15 calls, 25 to 30 people come up to me at work or whatever prior to that weekend and say Happy Father's Day. It does not compare to your actual children recognizing that. Now, I have learned to appreciate when the other people say that and do that, because I should appreciate that. I tell you, when my own children don't call me, I feel that. I understand they have busy lives and things happening, this and that. Father's Day is once a year. And that's a day that just because they didn't call me or say something to me doesn't mean they don't love me. It just means that they did not call me during that day. And sometimes it hurts my feelings, to be honest with you, and sometimes it doesn't. It depends upon the space that I'm in at the time. So, fathers, it's up to us to have those relationships with our children, even when they're adults. Because at the end of the day, they still are children. They're just not children anymore, if you know what I mean. I try to call my kids on a regular basis. And for me, a regular basis is once a week, just to touch bases with them, because they have lives and busy lives just like I do. And sometimes, it might be 2 weeks, but I never want them to forget that I love them, that I'm proud of them, and I am proud of what they have become. And I know deep down in my heart that I did the best that I could do for them from the time that they was born until now. So I'm okay with Father's Day and being acknowledged for Father's Day, and even when I'm not, I know what I did as a father. So fathers, today is your day. Good, bad, or indifferent, enjoy your day. If your kids don't reach out to you, pick up the phone and reach out to them. Just call them and tell them that you love them. Call them and tell them that you're glad to be their father on this day. You celebrate yourself that day. Don't sit around and wait for other people to celebrate you for being a father. If you like anything I said in this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and until the next time, the Libra Man is out.